Hi, I'm Charles Malky, biologist and plant expert with Ivory Organics, and you're watching The Urban Gardener.
All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of The Urban Gardener. I want to thank you all so much for joining with me here today. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button right down below. Follow along for more garden adventures here on The Urban Gardener. In fact, right now, I'm at the YouTube Space LA, which I guess is going to be changing over to YouTube Originals, though. But I thought I'd stop by here as we're celebrating 10,000 subscribers on the channel. How about that? Thank you all so much for joining with us on this garden adventure. Thank you for all of your support over the last couple of seasons as we've grown this channel now to a respectable 10,000. I thought that was really great. So here we are back down in LA again. So I've got a really cool little video here today and a giveaway as well too for our 10,000 subscribers. We're going to go over and visit with our friend Charles Malky of Ivy Organic. We're going to talk a little bit about his organic fertilizer and also a giveaway for all of you as well too. So get down below in the description and check out all the details for our 10,000 subscriber giveaway. And let's go over and see what Charles is up to. So all right, here we are at the home of Charles Malky, Ivy Organics. He's joining us again on our channel. This time we're going to talk a little bit more about your products that you've got. But I also want to talk about the fact that we're also here. Things are kind of coming all the way around, full circle. I was here a couple of years ago when we celebrated having 1,000 subscribers. Yep. Here I'm back again to visit with Charles Malky again at 10,000 subscribers for our channel. I mean, what a milestone is that? I'm sure you remember what it was like to hit 10,000, right?
Oh, that's a big deal. So you've tenfolded in 2 years, so I'm anticipating in 2 more years you're going to tenfold again. So when we revisit, hopefully we're going to revisit a lot more between now and 2 years from
Absolutely.
now. But I'm expecting 100,000 from you
100,000
in the next 2 years.
Let's go for a play button now, right?
For sure.
It's been really great, really awesome. I've just been enjoying this channel so much and doing what I've been doing on this great garden adventure, because what it's led me to is really awesome people like yourself. I mean, I really appreciate the contributions you've made to this channel. Real quick, I just remember when I first was trying to do some features here in Los Angeles, and I just saw some things you were doing with the Million Drops,
Yeah.
And so I had this afternoon and I needed to fill some time. I just needed to do something, and I called you up. I sent you a message and you were like, boom, yes, let's do it. And I
Yeah.
saw him 10 minutes later and we were doing a video next to that, and that I just appreciate so much. You're just jumping in and being and participating with our channel has been exceptional.
No, I'm
Thank
so
you.
glad you got to share. And A Million Drops, which is our closest homeless, facility that cares and showers and feeds and also has a garden that I got to participate in with you and help, create and propagate. And at the time we were propagating passion fruit cuttings
Yeah.
that are now covering like several, like close to 10, 20, 30 feet of chain link fence with hundreds, if not thousands of passion fruit now, again, just 2 years later. So
I know, that's just amazing.
so much success.
It's great, everything. Success everywhere right now, and that's kind of what we're talking about. I want to do this video a lot about your IV organic fertilizer. I mean, I know there's a lot of great qualities to this fertilizer. I've been using it over the last couple of years since you sent me home with some, and it's done really great in my garden. I've noticed really some great differences from what I
Awesome.
grow and other things using your product too. So that's kind of why I wanted to center into that, and maybe also give the audience a little opportunity to know just a little bit more about your company.
For sure. So Ivory Organic was founded on the gardening concept of whitewashing, which I'd like to expand upon in a future lesson with you. But the need and in our relationships that we've had with the two biggest billion-dollar distributors in the country, we shared with them after we already established the whitewashing brand. We then went into the fertilizer arena, and I remember the distributors telling me verbatim, why do fertilizers? It's a dog eat dog world. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of people competing to enter the fertilizer realm, but they didn't know what I had in the back of my mind, which was a huge gap in offering plants all of the macronutrients that plants need for optimal health, longevity. You want your plants to last a long time, but then also to be productive. If they're flowering roses, for example, you want them to give a lot of blooms. If they're fruits, you want them to reach, peak sweetness and maturity and flavor, and have all of the elements necessary, both the macro and micronutrients, for optimal performance and flavor and nutrition back to our bodies. And there was, again, that big gap that I saw with products all over the shelf. I'd say over 90, 95, if not 100, it's not 100, but like 98% of the fertilizers are on the market focused on just NPK, and NPK is only half the story. When plants need, and this is the answer to what do plants need, and the answer is just 6 macronutrients. N for the NPK fertilizers, N stands for the nitrogen, or the greening and the growth of the plant. Phosphorus correlates with the flowers and fruit, but also very important for drought tolerance and stress, heat stress. So phosphorus. Potassium offers disease resistance for the roots and root establishment. Those are your NPK, but again, that's half the story. Plants also need magnesium, which is the heart of the chlorophyll molecule, calcium to build the cell walls, right, and also important like for your tomato and blossom rot that happens again due to lack of calcium in the soil. And then the last one is sulfur, which whenever you see your plants sometimes fading, that from green to a lighter green, it's typically a sulfur issue. And again, these are the elements that plants need in abundance in the soil. It's not right, just like some of it, and hence the name macronutrients. You need more of the macronutrients than you do, for example, the micronutrients, which we'll talk about in a minute.
Right. So then my question for you then is, isn't the NPK the most important of those 6 macronutrients?
So that's an excellent question, and most people would say NPK has got to be the most important. Everything else not as important. And there's university study after university study after university study, and I too also graduated from the University of California with a degree in biology. Most of my courses also in botany as well, being I understood the plant sciences and I knew the value that plants have to health. And I'm using this cheat sheet here from the University of Wisconsin. But nitrogen, it shows the milligrams per kilograms, like the amount that you should have on average of these macronutrients in the soil. And nitrogen ranks highest. And number 2 is potassium. So now you've got 2 of the 3 of the NPK, hitting the chart. But number 3 on the list is calcium, as really important for optimal plant health. The 4th one, magnesium, and then phosphorus. So of the NPK, that middle number, P ranks number 5 of the 6, and then sulfur hits the bottom of the list of those macronutrients that are most important. And then I just want to quickly share with you that the micronutrients are chlorine, iron, boron, manganese, zinc, copper, molybdenum, and nickel. And the cool thing with the Ivory Organic Super Blend Plus Azomite product is it also includes azomite. So the Super Blend and the Premium Blend fertilizers have all of the NPK and magnesium, sulfur, and calcium, which are sometimes categorized as secondary nutrients, but it also includes azomite, and azomite is volcanic crushed rocks. You can just imagine all of those plants in Hawaii that are just thriving off of all of the micronutrients and elements that are being absorbed by the roots as the lava rock breaks down. So this has volcanic crushed rock, or the name brand is azomite, in the product as well, to offer the plants a lot of the micronutrients so plants truly have everything they could possibly wish for optimal plant health and performance.
So, okay, Charles, how about the difference between using organic, say, versus synthetic fertilizers?
That's another awesome question. And I know, and I've seen a lot of people teaching that there's no difference between the chemical, which chemical is really the synthetic and the organic because they're derived off the periodic table of elements. Yeah. So synthetic is the man-made stuff. I'm going to hold this product. I've blanked the name, but you can probably recognize the box. But compare these ingredients where it says derived from ammonium sulfate, potassium phosphate, potassium chloride, urea phosphate, boric acid, copper sulfate. So they're creating the elements, the NPK, using synthetic, chemically lab-driven ingredients compared to the Ivory Organic. And I can pick up either one of these bags. They have a lot of the same ingredients, except that the Super Blend has a higher NPK and the Premium Blend a lower NPK. But the Super Blend also has plus azomite. That's the distinguishing difference between the Super and Premium Blend. But compare these ingredients derived from fishbone meal, alfalfa meal, feather meal, langbeinite, basalt, potassium sulfate, dolomite, kelp meal, and volcanic ash deposit. So you're dealing with ingredients that when you add it to the soil, because they're organic derived and also now Armory listed for organic gardening, but when you add it to the soil, what these ingredients are doing is they're feeding the earthworms, they're feeding the beneficial bacteria, they're feeding that mycorrhizal network that, did you know, just like one mushroom on your property has a root system, which is the mycorrhiza, or the hyphae roots, that can span 1,000 feet. So one little mushroom is just a fruiting body, but these mycorrhiza exist year-round under, hopefully if you got a wood layer or mulch layer going on in your garden.
Yeah.
But that one little hypha mushroom can network all the plants in your garden, transporting minerals and water and just helping to balance the stress between the plants, as it's also reaping the benefit also from the plants, being the plants give the mushrooms and that mycorrhizal network some of the sugars and the carbohydrates in exchange for this balance that's happening below the soil level. So you're doing things organically to feed the soil biology, but if you're using the synthetic products, the chemical products, then you're potentially harming and you're not contributing any value to that. So that's the huge difference between the organic versus synthetic and the benefits, and the longevity, again, of your health and wanting these plants to last on your property and doing things in the organic way.
So ultimately, NPK is not enough. Is one of the things that we've learned here. And also, just really doing those things for your soil so your soil can return for you, and not trying to harm those elements and those really important organisms, all those things that are just working for us in our soil. We want to make sure that we're giving them the best benefits to do that for us. And I find that with the IV organic fertilizer, for myself, in my opinion, has worked out really well for those things. And I really
So happy to
appreciate
hear
you
that.
sharing that with us today, Charles. And also, one of the other things too, again, we're celebrating 10,000 subscribers today. So Charles has really been generous here at his company, and he's going to be offering us a really great giveaway for all of you viewers out there who are watching this channel for our 10,000 giveaway. You want to let us know?
Yeah, I'm going to share with you guys. So we're going to be offering up to 10 of the Ivory Organic brand products, whether it be the Super Blend plus azomite fertilizers in the 11.8 ounce bag. The 11.8 ounce bag makes, you can take a tablespoon to a gallon of water and make your own foliar spray or water your plants with the product. You can also add, use it for your compost tea. There's about 5 different applications on how the fertilizer can be used when you take a look at the back of the label. Or Enix also going to be offering our 3-in-1 plant guard products made by Ivory Organics to protect your plants from damaging summer sunburn and insects and rodents, which you can brush on your plant. You can also use it as a foliar spray. That pint-sized can make up to 5 gallons of foliar spray to protect all of your plants, help with transplant shock, and so much more. And that's truly how the Ivory Organic brand product was founded on, was that 3-in-1 plant guard product. And Enix gonna maybe do 5 and 5, or maybe allow you to pick, and that's going to be up to him to come up with the contest rules. But we're offering either the pint of the 3-in-1 plant guard, you choose the color, or we can go with the Ivory Organic Super Blend plus azomite all-purpose fertilizer in the 11.8 ounce bag.
Excellent. So I'm going to work all that out. I'll work out all those details and everything, and they'll be right down in that description below, as well as all the links to Charles's channel on YouTube as well. He's got hundreds of videos teaching you all about how to use these products. So if you're fortunate enough to maybe win one, you can really find out on his channel how well to actually apply those to your garden too, through some great lessons that Charles teaches on his channel too. Because he's not just a fertilizer guy, he's also a great garden teacher. That's one of the things I really like about what you offer with your channel and everything too. So I encourage you to check that out too as well. For all of you out there, if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button, give this video a like, And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, or anything at all, get down in that comment section. I'd love to hear from all of you. And don't forget, we've got 10,000 subscribers.
That's awesome.
Yeah, come join everybody now. Hit that subscribe button down below. In fact, hit the bell notification so you can be notified of upcoming episodes. And I'll see all of you on the next one.
Thanks, Enoch.
I hope I don't repeat myself. Okay,
Ready.
all right.
That camera.
Home of Charles Malky of Ivy Organics Fertilizer Company, and I am gonna do, oh my God, see, that's what I'm saying. All right, Charles, all right, so Charles, for my
Focusing on NPK.
great bloopers already.
NPK is the most important.
Right. Flow.
I'm gonna do my best to
but
make it all.
I swear, if the edits are gonna come, it's probably gonna be me. Everybody who watches my channel knows.
No, I've
this.
seen your bloopers yesterday. I was watching a few of them. They save at the end.
It's so much fun. Right there, man. Excellent. I love it. And yeah.
So
You
we
know,
talked.
You have to tell your daughter too. Thank you again for the whole bell notification thing. I've been doing
Yeah?
it ever since she told me here.
Oh, that's
She was
cute.
telling me that too. Yeah.